Oh yeah, and I prepared my area by taping a black dindag. Doesn't need to be black, just happen to have black. So I tape the dindag down. I've used masking tape, and that covers your area because they said that Powertex doesn't stick to plastic. So that's my prep for there. I've got an old ice cream tub that I've lined with cling film. Easier said than done, it turned out, but I've used an elastic band hoping that that'll keep it in place. I'm using the bronze Powertex. I don't know why they call it bronze because it's actually brown. There you go, it's called bronze. Okay, I've cut the long sleeve top, and my plan is to lay this one over the top and hopefully get the shape of the mask comes through that. I'm going to show you how I do that, and then I've got the other piece that I'm going to somehow drape, but we'll see. Because I've decided to give this a time thing to run in with Andy Skinner's challenge, I've taken one of the Tim Holtz clocks that I'd done for another project and they're not used. This has been sprayed with Glyninist, or some sort of micro spray, so hopefully it'll still work. So here goes! Turns out getting the lid off of Powertex after using it the first time is no joke, so maybe cleared around the lid before you reseal or something. But I had to go around with a knife to try and get the lid open. Oh shoot, it's supposed to shake it first or you end up with this, which you can't use. I made little balls from Jack's air dry clay. Basically every time I sat in front of the TV I rolled a little chunk, so I ended up with that bag. You can buy this ready made by Powertex that I'd had less than £1 for the block, and that's a whole block in there. So it's just using up time you've got doing nothing really. It's been allowed to dry overnight, so I'll show you what I've done. Some of this was caught on camera, some of it wasn't because my battery ran out and I didn't notice. So the mask is in place. I've put a piece of fabric over, as I showed you. These clay balls, they didn't stick down. I went back over it with Powertex again later so that the colour was like fairly even and the balls were all coming up. So I either mixed them with Powertex and then put them down, or put a really good coat of Powertex down before you sprinkle the balls on so that they proper set in. One thing I've noticed, this was partially dry before I painted over again with the Powertex to put this on, and I've got a slight really shiny section here, so that's something to be aware of. The same things happened where I went over with the balls. And at the top where I added the flourishes, you can see. So I can't remember what was on camera yesterday. So as I said earlier, I put the fabric on, as you saw, I painted the whole thing with Powertex. Mask was already masking taped down. Piece of t-shirt that went over the top of that, and that's been pulled up to create these ripple effects here. I then added the clay balls that I made. Appliques, there's two appliques on here, one long one that extends from here all the way around to here, and then there's a smaller applique here. I've added Tim Holtz cogs in various places. They'll stand out more when I'm done. Fernie Designs flourishes here. I didn't want that symmetrical, but I did want something at the top. I'm not good with quiet space on things, so my quiet space is kind of like this area and across the face. Okay, so the next thing I've got planned for today is I want the middle of the canvas in burgundy. This section that's along here, I'm going to put crackle glaze on, and I'm considering doing it up in this quiet area as well, but I'm not sure. I've got to decide on colours and stuff first. But yeah, I'm gonna play. Let's see what happens.